Hello, everybody. I know you don't see me, but before you see me, I'm talking to you about following from yesterday's energy. Did you find what? Sometimes it's hard to get through certain things. Sometimes it's hard to get things put it in together. But sometimes when you open up things, there is a surprise. And this is why I picture it today, just kind of like I put in this picture right there, is that sometimes you gotta work hard until you get to the bottom of the things. But sometimes there is a surprises. Surprises happened all the time. And since we're in the equinox, in there, also what happened is it sets up the relationships. But what relationships? Everything is in the universe, and that's what I put this picture with the galaxy in there for. I believe it is the Milky Way. Can confirm it for sure, but whoever did it, that it did a very good job, because that is it, the expressions of us, who we are. We think that we are this material strong shells, and we put in our outside appearance, but what is inside of us? All within our inside of us is the universe. That gravity, that it is together. So, talking about this gravity there, the gravity is going to be really changed. The gravity is going to be moving, but it's very interesting that as the sun is moving into Libra, also the moon is going to be have this squaring in there. This is going to be interesting. That is a like going with the issues within the relationship. It's like, hey, this is what we got. And it comes in after the new moon. The new moon was where? What is in Virgo. And looking at in there, now the moon is square as the sun when it transitioning during this equinox to equalizing. And the moon says like, I don't know if I can balance this. I don't know if I can manage this. I don't know if this. I don't know if it's that. But the moon is going to be moving to Capricorn, and this is what it's going to be the lessons in there within the Capricorn positions when it goes in there. And talking about 2 days from now, you're going to feel it, that energy of like, oh my God, I should have matured. I should have been more pro. I should have been done the right things. But we're talking about today. I have a surprise for you. I worked so much and so hard in there. I had to study some brand new software, which is going to be more easier to work for me and for you guys to see the right information, because the other software, the calculations was misplaced. There was things in there talking about pay attention to Chiron was not properly calculated, was always shows of zero. Simply, it is not, it's impossible to be calculated by the software. And I was like, there is something going on in here. I know it should have been moved, but come on, that much, there's something was going. So, but talking about here at 22nd, what happens in here? So this is a, as you see it here, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. As you see it, I had to adjust the lines to match the colors. You guys know about it. All the red lines, those are the intense energies, and all the blue lines, those are the harmonizing aspects, and the green ones, those are the divine energies. They are actually working and trying to help us to sort the things out within the issues. So talking about 7 o'clock in the morning, you see at the ascendant, it's at Libra. The sun is almost there, and that is a squaring up here. It's squaring the midheaven. Okay, as you see at the midheaven is at 2 degrees of Cancer. But all this is opposing this Neptune. So if you feel foggy, if you feel all this energy of fogginess, all this energy of what is it going on? What was it the last year? The last year was the same thing. Was a lot of fog, things that was unknown, things that you don't see. There is not much difference than the last year. Only thing is what you learned from this year. And what did you learn out of this year? Sorry, you guys don't see it. But here he is. I forgot to click the button up here. Thank God. Otherwise, you guys not seeing the chart. Sorry about that. But talking about all those energies that it's coming, it is going to be create a lot of revaluation. Especially this is the equinox. What did you do in the spring? Where were you at the springtime? What happened at the springtime? What happened throughout all these periods that you grew? And what are you going to harvest is going to be coming in? And what are you going to harvest? I mean, you're going to feel the pressure. It's like, okay, I need to do this, 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 and this. Can I do everything? No, I can't. No, it's impossible to harvest everything within short amount of time. You need to be having preparations. You need to have things. And during with this, you're going to be choosing what you need to do. Okay? Because right now the moon is this energy of Sag. Have you seen the Sagittarius that have 20 things on the list and they're doing nothing on the list? Okay? You guys, Sag, you know what I'm talking about? You're just like too much overwhelmed. It's too much duality within, and all of a sudden there's nothing's done, right? So you gotta pick up one or two things and go with it. That is going to be the energy when you wake up, by the way. So talking about later on at 8 o'clock, as you see it, the ascendant is in Libra. It's going to be pointing out these divine energies towards Taurus. That is it. You guys already know that this is coming. Mars, it's going on in there. And looking at those energies in there, the divine masculine knows what to do. Okay, it's definitely knows what to do. The thing it is as long it does not have interference from the past, doesn't have the interference with the things that are going on currently at this moment of time in these situations. So speaking of with this, that is going to be create little intensity within the family, as you see these red lines up here. But overall, the whole energy is going to be pretty good. Midheaven, it's helping with everything that goes on. Mars is still supporting Venus, but Venus is my like, I don't see this material stuff. I don't see this growth. How you going to see that material possession? It's how you see that material growth. Jupiter, who is responsible for that material growth, he's retrograde. He's like, go look in the back. You want to grow? You have to learn lessons in here. You need to work before you find something to grow. You want certain changes? You want something to change? Oh, you need to change yourself. And this is why Venus until October 7th, she's still in the shadow. So if you feel like this, but if you get a support from the masculine or support within internal masculine energies within yourself, just go with the flow, guys. Go with the flow. So talking about later on at 8 o'clock there, the ascendant is still at Libra. There is a beautiful divine energies. Midheaven is between Cancer and Leo. There is also divine energies. We're talking about the moon is going to be supporting all this, especially with Uranus. Uranus is going to be like, I need a shift. I need to make certain changes. This thing has to be sorted out. I need to support this. I need to support that. But if you look at the midheaven right there, it's opposing Pluto, and the ascendant it's squaring Pluto and it's squaring midheaven. Usually during these times, you're like, oh my God, I see what it's coming. I see what it needs to be done, but I don't know if I can be able to pull that off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to transform in time. You will be transforming in time. And as we pay attention here, it's the moon right here. That is this T-squaring with Neptune. You're not going to see the things if you have not changed. But using the divine energies inside, all those energies that are going around, and you guys see them, and with the help of the ascendant, in there. The moon is going to be like, okay, it's just a moment. Those are just bad moments of life. Life, it cannot be the whole thing. I have to look forward what I need to do. And that's why the moon is the collective. She collecting energies, collecting informations, and then when the sun and the moon meet every 28 days, pretty much, they are exchanging this deeper informations. So talking about later on at 10 o'clock, as you see, the energy just calms down in a way, but the main focus is what? That is going to be this focus of midheaven and Venus. It's going to put that intentions, but I don't have this, but I don't have that. And what happened is Mars, it's like, take it easy. You won't have everything and anything. All you have to do is put the work within you. Grow. Okay? You're in Leo to grow. Just grow in there. Everything else, you'll figure it out on the fly. But what do you mean? And then so on. Because the lot of impatience here from Venus can cause in a lot of intensity at these positions. Okay? So be mindful about this moments. Otherwise, the energy is going to be a very calm. Compared to the later on, we are talking about right now at 11 o'clock, the ascendant. It is squaring Venus. It's going to put more pressure from the previous hour in there, since the ascendant is going to be opposing Uranus and Jupiter. Probably struggling for money. Probably there is something about money. It's probably something that it has to do in the material world. Is like, what am I supposed to do? Well, look at it, midheaven. There is a between Virgo and actually the midheaven. It's at 22 seconds inside of the Virgo, but take a look at it in that. Saturn is right there in the oppositions, but Neptune and Pluto sides like here. Here is the visions. Here is the transformations energies in there. Heal, just heal. You entering that energies of Virgo. I'm talking about these pointy green lines right here that you see right now, and they are very powerful. As long as you see that, if you don't see that, it's not gonna help. But who's gonna help? That help is gonna be from the moon. The moon is gonna be trining that midheaven. At the same time, the moon it gets its own help with this. Be mindful what you're thinking, because your emotions gonna be turned to actions in there. So here is about at noon, as you see, the energies is changing in there. Midheaven, it's at Virgo. Beautiful energy from Virgo. The way that we had that mid Virgo energies, but we still have this Mercury that is in the shadow. Talking about Mercury in the shadow, we have Mercury in the shadow, we have a Venus in the shadow, and we have all the rest of the retrogrades still on. You might not seeing it, you're not seeing it right here, but we have a Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Uranus retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Pluto retrograde. We have the North Node, it is okay with that. And we have a Chiron, who is also a retrograde. So talking about those energies, guys, with the retrogrades, that is at the time of what did I did from spring until now? Why my harvest is low? Why my relationships is not right? Why I'm not healing is not okay? Why my growth was not turned all right? What happened in the family? What happened in the friendships? What happened with the money, with collections, with so on and so on? What did not did? This is all. It's gonna come to the bottom when you gonna sense this energies that comes in from the sun while you're shifting. Currently, the sun is at 29 degrees 24 minutes. Within Virgo, this is the final minutes that he stays there. He's gonna be entering Libra. Happy birthday to all Libras. There is one up here. All right. So talking about later on at 1 o'clock midheaven, it's at 2 degrees of Libra. That's going to be together with the sun, as you see there's oppositions with Pluto. But it's that square with the moon. It's going to begin to be felt. Okay, it's kind of like you see that the moon is coming, this pressure is coming, these situations are coming, and you're like, oh my God, what the heck? What am I supposed to do? And Saturn is like, oh, you learn, you know what to do. You are going to Libra to balance. You know you are that flower that comes in and pops down from the ground to build this relationship. You know what to do. So listening to that energy is gonna help a lot. But the ascendant is squaring Mercury, so some of the people they're gonna be looking at deep inside of them of what they have to look. It's kind of like I don't want to talk about it. Let me figure things out within me first. Beautiful energy there. All right, so as you guys see it throughout the day, talking about 2 o'clock energies is changing just like that. So the ascendant is going to be a very powerful. It's Sag is pretty much together with the moon. That's what you have those big giant red lines in there, but also those divine energies coming in from Mars and the midheaven. Have you seen it towards Uranus? The universe supporting the divine masculine energies. If you've been within the divine masculine energies, you know what I'm talking about. The universe right now, it's tell Venus just grow, mature, be a mature action and mature growth in there. But I'm gonna be supporting the masculine who did his job. He's gonna give you the divine support. I appointed it there. The question is the Venus what is going to choose? Is gonna choose Mars or she's going to be choose to fight for the material situation, material growth, and she's gonna fight the universe within. Some gonna be trigger some heavy emotions if you fighting universe. So I wish you not do this. All right, so here it's coming in at 3 o'clock. The energy is even more better. Of course, the moon it's squaring the sun. That energy is gonna be intensified for it. It's coming in. You're not working with that energy because the moon has like quite a bit until reach here to be together with the midheaven. But during this hour, it's very beautiful. Begins these communications that it triggers of like, okay, I didn't grow in this area. I didn't did on that. I didn't know about this. I need to learn. There is nothing wrong you to say, I don't know about this. I need to learn. And you go ahead and learn. But to say nothing and going within the flow in there, that is one of the things that some of the people is going to be learning in a fast pace. Why? Because they promise to learn. Who promise? You promise to yourself. So talking about in the next hour up here, as you see at midheaven, it's going in the Scorpio. It's squaring Venus right here. The moon squaring the sun. Stay away from any personal dramas, or if the things hits the fan, which is means the truths are coming out of the underworld. Try not to getting too much into actions, but let the thing goes. Why? Because the ascendant right here, it's telling you with the big, big, giant energies. Don't worry about it. I got all this. Saturn is right here helping the sun. Pluto is right here helping the sun, which is the authority within yourself. There is a divine time authority in there. As you see it here, Jupiter and Uranus are helping already with Mars. Now they're both supporting the masculine energies. Who has the issues? Venus and the moon. Intuitions, love and money. What happened in there? If you have the love and money, you cannot have the relationship, partnership. You have relationships with love and money in control. And this is going to be a big lesson for someone because right now the divine is supporting more the masculine side of the energies. It is what it is. All right. So talking about later on at 5 p.m. in there, the ascendant is at Aquarius, straight up positions with with Venus and all this squaring in there. It's like you need to change. You have to figure it out. So, what road are you gonna be taking? Are you gonna take this low energies triangle right here and not achieve anything? Even though when it come down here, you will understand what was it up here. We're talking about Mars and Libra. And as you see it, Mars is in a very good position. He's just going and following the divine plan. He's not perfect energies in there. If Venus is very good with Mars, not a problem. She's not choosing the lower road. She's choosing to go high. She's choosing the divine energies that comes in, and everything is gonna be okay. Now the moon begins to be learned things from Saturn. She is beginning to understand. The moon crossed over to Capricorn. And there she's within 23 minutes within Capricorn. But during this time, it is about like, okay, I need to be servicing here. I need to do the right things on the earth as I'm supposed to be. I have to be the mother. I have to be the intuition. I need to learn this. But I'm not liking the when somebody gives me the authority. It's not about somebody to give you the authority. It's about you to work with the authority. Big lessons internally first for yourself, but second of all when you are in the relationship. All right, talking about later on at 6 p.m. Guys, as you see, the energy is just a calm down before the storm. You're gonna know about that storm in about an hour. But as you see it, this kite right here, it's very beautiful. This energies right here comes up. They're working. They're just flowing. Wherever you are going in through it, those energies are helping you within yourself. Talking about midheaven right here. Helps with Mars. Helps right here with Venus. Helps right here with Jupiter, Uranus. What does that mean? Material growth, it doesn't really matter if you're not happy. Sudden changes can happen if you decide to change. And the thing it is who's gonna give you the courage? As you see it right now, Mars is sends the energies back into the universe, and he says like, you know what? I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna put this work into the material world, and I'm gonna putting my soul into it. You see, because the arrow is pointing down. That's how you know where the energies it's flowing. So later on, we're talking about, as I said, in an hour, you guys gonna know about it. You see those big red lines, and ascendant is it Aries? That is a straight oppositions with the sun and with the pressure from the moon right now. There is in this intuitions inside of it, and hopefully you don't create these conflicts within you. You're gonna feel conflict, but you have to transmute the problem with the authority, and that is gonna comes in with in the form of divine lessons for both, talking about authority and intuitions within you. And Saturn right here sends these divine energies to the sun. The sun, which is the authority, is changing, is transforming in itself. But at the same time, Saturn is like, okay, Moon, I will teach you. I will show you what you need to do. As you see it here, this is the first degree of Capricorn, and Saturn is the first degree of Pisces. You see all those energies, they are great. They are perfect. Okay? They are within all this to help you to overcome the issue, because you see the issue, but they're helping you to overcome. See how the energies are helping you? All right, so talking about 8 p.m., as you see, the energies are growing, moving, things are moving paced, the more divine energies and the more harmonized energies are coming at this time. The ascendant is a pretty much at the end of Aries there, but midheaven, it's the mid of Capricorn. That it's going to put tensions on Mars at this point. But as you see it, the moon, with that trine with the ascendant, she sees what it's coming up. Why? The moon is the intuition. She's the first one that she sees the ascendant. What you see, it's like, oh my God, I'm seeing this. So right away you begin to think, right? Right away you begin to think. But that positions in there is going to be like, I need to do a cardinal changes. Why? Moon is in a Capricorn, cardinal sign. The sun is about pretty much within Libra, so Mars is in Libra as well. That is a cardinal sign, and we're talking about the ascendant is a cardinal sign in Aries. We are talking about these cardinal changes that needs to be made from within. Here is talking about the 9 o'clock energy. All calm down, right? All just like nothing was. There is still this energy from the moon and the sun. It's coming, but it is not that strong enough. It's not that pressures enough. And as you see it, who is in control? That is Pluto. And right here at Taurus, we have these energies towards the divine masculine powers. If you are masculine and you study and you're practicing your divine energies, you're gonna get this peace, patience. Is like, there is nothing in my hands, everything is in the divine hands. All I have to do is cooperate. They say do this, okay. If I have the patience, I will get the patience. If I need to work for you, I'll work for you. Whatever it needs to be done, to be done. And I'm here to do the support. All right, and here it's coming in at 10 o'clock energy. Now the midheaven is an Aquarius opposing Venus at this point, and that is squaring Jupiter as well. And again, it's like, well, what about the money and the love? What about the money and the love? I don't know about the money and the love. Maybe that's the only love I know, really. What about the spiritual love? What is the love that you have, the support that you have, and so on and so on. And some of you may be looking at on that positions in there, especially if you have something in Aquarius. That is Aquarius is like what we all have to be equality here. There's got to be some kind of like equality situations there, and that is going to be also coming in through Mars. Mars is like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm making this balance. I feel that there is imbalance in the air and I'm here making it. Okay? So, whatever it needs, whatever it takes, just maintain the balance inside. And here it's that 11 o'clock energies is together with Saturn. As you see, this divine energies towards the sun, that it's pretty much ready to getting into Libra. And talking about all this within, this is a special aspect because the authority, if you have not learned, have not healed properly within Virgo, when it's entering Libra, the biggest teacher, the karmic ruler, Saturn, is going to begin to teach you on relationships. Some of you is going to be getting some lessons. Some of you is going to be seeing all this and working within that energy. That is going to be helping you to grow, to mature, and to see what it is inside of you, what you are made of. And you're going to find out that we all are one thing. It's called stardust. All right, guys, that was the Astro-Gravitational report. Thank you guys for watching and coming back tomorrow for another Astro-Gravitational report, guys. Be love.